कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण
जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanand Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Nitai Gauranga ki jai, Shri Lakshmi Narasimhadev Anantadev ki jai, Srinivasa Govinda ki jai, Shri Krishna Balaram ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naisthiki. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 8, Text 5. Jyotisham ayanam sakshad yattad gnanam atindriyam pranitam bhavata yena puman veda paravaram. Jyotishamayanam sakshad yattad gnanam atindriyam pranitam bhavata yena puman veda paravaram. Jyotishamayanam sakshad yattad gnanam atindriyam pranitam bhavata yena puman veda paravaram. Jyotishamayanam sakshad yattad gnanam atindriyam pranitam bhavata yena Puman Veda Paravaram Jyotishamayanam Sakshad Yattadgnanam Matindriyam Pranitam Bhavata Yena Puman Veda Paravaram. Jyotisham, knowledge of astrology, along with other aspects of culture in human society and specifically in civilized society, there must be knowledge of astrology. Ayanam, the movements of the stars and planets in relationship to human society. Sakshat, directly. Yat tad gnanam, such knowledge. Atindriyam, which an ordinary person cannot understand because it is beyond his vision. Pranitam bhavata, you have prepared a perfect book of knowledge. Yena, by which Puman, any person, Veda, can understand Paravaram, the cause and effect of destiny. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. O great saintly person, you have compiled the astrological knowledge by which one can understand past and present unseen things. By the strength of this knowledge, any human being can understand what he has done in his past life and how it affects his present life. This is known to you. Please repeat. O great saintly person, you have compiled the astrological knowledge by which one can understand past and present unseen things. By the strength of this knowledge, any human being can understand what he has done in his past life and how it affects his present life. This is known to you. Purport. The word destiny is now defined. Unintelligent persons who do not understand the meaning of life are just like animals. Animals do not know the past, present, and future of life, nor are they able to understand it. But a human being can understand this if he is sober. Therefore, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 2.13, Dhiras tatra na muhyati. A sober person is not bewildered. The simple truth is that although life is eternal, in this material world one changes from one body to another. Foolish people, especially in this age, do not understand this simple truth. Krishna says, Dehinosmin yadha dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tadha dehantara praptir dhiras tatra na muhyati. As the embodied soul continually passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. The self-realized soul is not bewildered by such a change. Bhagavad Gita 2.13. Krishna, the greatest authority, says that the body will change, and as soon as the body changes, one's whole program of work changes also. Today, I am a human being or a great personality, but with a little deviation from nature's law, I shall have to accept a different type of body. Today, I am a human being, but tomorrow I may become a dog. And then whatever activities I have performed in this life will be a failure. This simple truth is now rarely understood. But one who is a dhira can understand this. Those in this material world for material enjoyment should know that because their present position will cease to exist, they must be careful in how they act. This is also stated by Rishabhadeva. Na sadhu manye yata atmanoyan yam asannapi kleshada asadehaha. Bhagavatam 5.5.4. Although this body is temporary, as long as we have to live in this body, we must suffer. Whether one has a short life or a long life, one must suffer the threefold miseries of material life. Therefore, any gentleman, Dhira, must be interested in Jyotisha, astrology. Nanda Maharaj was trying to take advantage of the opportunity afforded by Gargamuni's presence. For Gargamuni was a great authority in this knowledge of astrology, by which one can see the unseen events of past, present, and future. It is the duty of a father to understand the astrological position of his children and do what is needed for their happiness. Now, taking advantage of the opportunity afforded by the presence of Gargamuni, Nanda Maharaj suggested that Gargamuni prepare a horoscope for Nanda's two sons, Krishna and Balaram. Thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada. So Gargamuni visited Nanda Maharaj's house, and Nanda Maharaj is requesting these things. Oh, great saintly person, you know this knowledge of Jyotisha. Jyotisham ayanam yattat gnanam matindriyam. That gnanam, which is said to be not understood by ordinary persons, this knowledge of Jyotisha or astrology, pranitam bhavata pranitam. You have brought this knowledge, or you have assimilated this knowledge, and by which Puman Veda Paravaram, they can understand Paravaram, the cause and effect of destiny. And Prabhupada also in the purport, he says in the last but one paragraph, therefore any gentleman, Dhira, must be interested in Jyotisha, astrology. But in our Krishna conscious practices, in our devotional services, we don't follow any of astrology, isn't it? Even though Prabhupada says a Dhira must be interested. So from tomorrow, don't go and buy these astrology books or watch YouTube videos and start learning astrology. You know, Prabhupada also said an astrologer predicted about his wonderful deeds, what he is going to achieve. Even when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was appearing, for 13 months he did not come out. And so Mother Sachi and Jagannath Mishra, they were worried why this baby is not coming out. And then Nilambar Chakravarti has, based on the astrology, has predicted on this particular day he will appear. And even after he appeared, he saw the chart and he said he'll be a great reformer. So like that we have many instances in Bhagavatam. Parikshit Maharaj's astrology was also being asked by Yudhishthir Maharaj. So Prabhupada says astrology is a science. In one place I saw that. So when I came to US, one of the first things that I was surprised by, among many other things, I'm sure that's the case with all of you, There are many things that you'll be surprised by when you come to US. When I used to travel in this VTA light rail and the buses, when I see the schedule, they will say the bus will arrive at 6:11 a.m. or 8:13 p.m. Right? They won't say, in India you say 8 o'clock, 8:15. Right? If you call your parents and ask the time, it may be around 8 or 8:15 or 8:30. They won't say 8:11, 8:12. So I used to wonder why they write these exact numbers, 8:11, that bus is going to come. And then bus probably might come, but in US it may not come. But if you go to countries like Japan, it comes exactly at that time. I don't know now, but it was the case. Exactly it comes at that time. Or if you see the GPS on the phone, Google, say you put your destination, it will tell you exactly you will reach at this time, 6:17 p.m. you will reach. Not approximation, exactly. And actually you see by your experience, you will reach by that time, isn't it? So the astrology is also like that. So how the Google is able to predict that you will go at that time? Based on the road conditions, the speed limits on that particular path. Sometimes weather, if it is bad, it will show increased time. If the traffic is bad, it will show increased time. So it's a science. Based on different conditions, you can exactly predict what time you're going to reach. So similarly, astrology also is a science based on different conditions that are present in the cosmic system. You can predict exactly what this person, how this person will travel in his life, what he's going to become, who he was. It's a great science. So then, why don't we use it? We don't see Prabhupada using it or asking his disciples to use it extensively. So I was recently watching this memory of one devotee, Pradyumna Prabhu. He was a Sanskrit scholar. He transliterated many of Bhagavatam shlokas. He was a very eminent Sanskrit scholar. He became one, was not in the beginning. So he once asked Prabhupada, I believe in Hyderabad, Prabhupada, what is the role of astrology in our movement? Because he sees even Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a very renowned astrologer. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur also, if you see Chaitanya Charitamrita, he would give, this horoscope details in a few verses. And Nilambar Chakravarti, who is Nilambar Chakravarti? Huh? Sachi Mata's father. He also gave the horoscope for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Prabhupada, you see all these things, our acharyas themselves have understood, assimilated. And so what is the role of astrology? So Prabhupada, it seems, he said two things. I'll tell those two things. That's enough for understanding. The first thing he said was a shloka. You know what shloka? It's not ordinarily known, that shloka, but it's a very profound concept. It's a shloka from Mukunda Mala Stotra, which basically says, let whatever happen according to destiny, let it happen. It's a beautiful shloka, I'll recite. Nastha dharme na vasunichaye naiva kamopabhoge yadbhavyam tadbhavatu bhagavan purvakarmanurupam etat pradhyam mama bahumatam janma janmantarepi tvatpadam bhoruha yugagata nischala bhaktirastu. So what it means is, Prabhupada quoted that Kulashekara Acharya is saying, Na astha dharme na vasunichaye naiva kamopa bhoge. I don't want any of these things because na. It's very similar to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shloka. What is that? Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam. So he is also saying, Nastha dharme, I don't have any attachment towards this dharma, meaning the people, karmis, they follow this dharma, artha, kama, moksha kind of karma kanda path. I don't want any of this pious credits. I'm not after that karmic karma kanda. Nastha dharme, na vasu nichaye. Vasu means wealth. Nichaya means, chaya means andantarastha, paramanu chayantarastham. It's like heaps and heaps of wealth. I don't want vasu nichaye. Naiva kamopabhoge, I don't want sense gratification. And then he says, Yad bhavyam tad bhavatu bhagavan. My Lord, let whatever is in my destiny, karmanurupam, let it happen. Yad bhavyam, whatever is appropriate according to my karma, tad bhavatu, let it happen. But etat pradhyam, my prayer, my strong prayer, bahumatam, is Janma janmantarepi, even if I have to take birth after birth, Tvat padam bhoruha yuga gata, let my destination be Tvat padam bhoruha yuga, the 2 lotus feet of yours. Let that be my destination. Let there be nischala bhakti rastu, unflinching devotion unto your lotus feet. This is my prayer. So it's very similar to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prayer, isn't it? I don't want any of this, but I want Mama Janmani Janmanishvare, again, Bhavatad Bhakti Rahaitu Ki Tvai. So Prabhupada highlighted that portion in that shloka, Yad Bhavyam Tad Bhavatu. Whatever is due for me to happen, let it happen. So he said, our philosophy is, we don't struggle what is going to happen, how do I avoid it based on astrology. Let whatever that has to happen according to karma, let it happen. Accept it. Don't worry about what will happen to me, how I avoid. Focus on Nischala Bhakti Rastu. That's one thing he said. The second thing he said is, based on astrology, you will know that a particular time is good for you, or particular act is good for you, particular day is good for you, situation is going to happen. So he compared it like knowing whether it is going to rain. So if you know if it's going to rain, why not carry an umbrella? So if you happen to know it's going to rain, there is no harm carrying an umbrella. So in other words, if you happen to know something according to astrology, it doesn't hurt using it in your life. But don't live a life based on astrology. Let whatever that has to happen, destiny, let it happen. But if you know it, use it. If you know it's going to rain, use the umbrella. In another instance, there was another devotee. This is Pradyumna Prabhu. Another devotee, Vishal Prabhu. He, in Vrindavan, he went to an astrologer. And the astrologer told him, oh, your stars are not good. So you need to wear some, what is this? They give this, some neck, this thing, right? Stone or some kind of a metal, this thing, right? He gave that, he sold him that. And then said, you need to take a dip at 12 o'clock in Yamuna and you do some arati, something like that. He had some rituals done. So he took some money and he wore that, very visibly. And so he came back to the temple. And at the gate itself, one devotee he found, hey, what is that you are wearing new thing? And then this Vishal Prabhu said, oh, this is what happened. I wanted to become stabilized and remove all my obstacles. Hey, we don't approve of any of these things. Don't you know all of this? No, I think this is important for me, all that conversation. And then he was summoned to Prabhupada. So Prabhupada looked at it and asked what has happened. And he has told. So Prabhupada is saying, Krishna consciousness is beyond astrology, said Srila Prabhupada. If you surrender to Krishna with a slight kick, Krishna can annihilate 100,000 Rahu planets. So Vishal put aside his astrological neckpiece and just depended on Prabhupada and Krishna. Soon after, a god brother showed Vishal a letter he had received from Prabhupada about the same subject matter. And that letter said, Prabhupada is writing that letter, astrology will not save you at the time of death. My Guru Maharaj was a great astrologer and astronomer, but he gave it all up. It is meant for the karmis. We have no interest in such things. So this is why we don't follow astrology in our regular Krishna conscious life. We just focus on developing our Krishna consciousness. Let whatever happen, let whatever the things that are happening to us, let it happen according to the destiny. So if you, in Krishna consciousness, we focus on what needs to happen, what is our active service for Krishna, how I can protect my active service for Krishna, than worry about any things like astrology or my karma. You know, we were reading this Krishna book, or Bhagavatam, I think, in the morning calls. The episode where Vasudeva is trying to save Devaki. You know, when Kamsa is trying to kill, right? So Vasudeva tries to save Devaki, saying, oh, this is after all a poor woman. She's like your, she's the younger sister and she has to be treated like your mother, and you're supposed to give protection to children and women. You're a great personality in your dynasty. But all of that, Kamsa is not stopping. And then Vasudeva thought, so this man is not stopping, what do I do? He was thinking of more schemes. So let me propose that I will deliver the babies to Kamsa, so you can do whatever you want. You can kill them. Let me first save Devaki. So there Prabhupada mentions a very interesting point. Sometimes one must act duplicitously in a dangerous position, as Vasudeva did to save his wife. The material world is complicated, and to execute one's duties, one cannot avoid adopting such diplomacy. Vasudeva did everything possible to save his wife for the sake of begetting Krishna. See, Krishna was important for him. So he had to use a trick to make sure that Krishna comes out. This indicates that one may act duplicitously for the purpose of saving Krishna and his interests. According to the arrangement already foretold, Krishna was to appear through Vasudeva and Devaki to kill Kamsa. Vasudeva therefore had to do everything to save the situation. See, here is the important thing. Although all the events were pre-arranged by Krishna, a devotee must try his best to serve the purpose of Krishna. So Vasudeva knew Krishna is going to come. So if God decides to come, who will stop it? So nobody can kill Devaki. Vasudeva could have stayed silent, no? It is the will of the Lord. The Lord will come. I don't need to do anything. But why he acted? That too duplicitously. Why? Because although all the events were pre-arranged by Krishna, a devotee must try his best to serve the purpose of Krishna. Devotee must always try his best to serve the purpose of Krishna. Krishna himself is all powerful, but it is not that a devotee should therefore sit idly and leave everything to him. This instruction is also found in Bhagavad Gita. What is that instruction? Karmanyeva adhikarasya is also a good one. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu, you are thinking about me, but also yudhyacha. You should work also, you should fight. Now 3.30, Krishna says, purpose of Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada calls it. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirashir nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigatajvaraha. You give up your lethargy and fight. Yudhyasva. Even though Arjuna and the Pandavas may know Krishna's side is going to win. If Krishna decided, that will happen. But we still try our best to serve Krishna, even though we know it is prearranged. Arjuna never sat down idly as a non-violent gentleman. He tried his best to fight the battle and be victorious. We do our best to serve Krishna. And one of the best examples I want to give in this connection is a devotee in Chaitanya Charitamrita called Raghav Pandit. Any of you have heard of his name? Raghav Pandit. What is he famous for? No, that of course. He's known for his cooking and offering Krishna wonderful items. So as she was saying this coconuts thing, I'll tell a little bit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's from Bengal, all these devotees come every year to visit Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. And after that they will leave after Radha Yatra, after a few months staying. So when they are leaving, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving farewell to them. And each devotee, when he is giving farewell, he will elucidate, he will glorify them in front of others. So, and then he will say, you take this, give it to my mother, you take care of your family. He will tell the other devotee, take care of him, he doesn't know how to spend, save money, all these kind of things he tells. And when it came to Raghav Pandit, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, how can I describe the glory of his devotional service? Raghav Pandit, is so nicely interested in serving Krishna. Like for example, in his house itself, there is a garden with hundreds of coconut trees. And in general, if he goes outside, he will get a coconut for, in those days they used to call gandas, now rupees, right? So each coconut would sell for 5 gandas. Let's say 5 rupees or something, right? But he won't get any of that. He hears that 30 kilometers away in a special place, these coconuts, very sweet water, very sweet coconuts. And that is sold for 80 gandas. Where is 5 gandas and 80 gandas? He will send his servant 30 kilometers, purchase those coconuts, fresh coconuts, not accumulate. And then he will bring it back. And then he will clip them and store it in water so that it remains cool. And when the time of offering comes, he will take them and again clip them so that the outside things are not accumulated, any dust or something. And then he'll poke the hole, and then he'll place it in front of Krishna. And then he meditates outside. And then he sees that sometimes Krishna is drinking the full coconut water and not leaving anything. And sometimes he would leave half or sometimes full. And then he feels so happy that Krishna is nicely enjoying this coconut water. And after that, he will come take the coconut. He will cut open it. He will take the pulp nicely. He will put on another plate and offer it to Krishna. And then he'll go outside and meditate. And then he'll come and see that sometimes the pulp is completely taken by Krishna. Sometimes he'll leave half, or sometimes it has increased in size. And then he is floating in ocean of ecstasy by this kind of devotional service. And not only that, sometimes he is so particular. When his servant is coming with coconuts to offer to Krishna, he enters the deity room. And then one time he touched the deity room's ceiling by mistake, the servant. And with the same hand, he touched the coconut. Like, for example, you go inside and you touch the thing, and then you touch the plate. He said, oh, no, wait. No, throw it away. He threw that coconuts away over the wall. Why? Because he says, people are coming and going, and the dust from their feet blows up and goes and settles, and you touched your hand to that and then again touched it. Now it has become contaminated. You cannot offer to Krishna. And then he will again have new set of coconuts offered to Krishna. And not only coconuts, whenever he hears nice bananas, mangoes, oranges, jackfruit in distant villages, he will send and bring those things. He will cook first class things for the pleasure of Krishna, and he offers it. And he and his sister, what's her name? Damayanti. They are famous for making, as she was saying, Raghavera Jali. Means to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they would send every year all these varieties of things. It will become a big bag. They would send to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And all the devotees like that they would send. So that has become famous as Raghavera Jali. So this is the kind of inspiring examples how one should be eager to serve Krishna. Give Krishna the best service, best things possible. Even though we know, Krishna can get anything he wants. He is, what can we offer? Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambhrama Sevyamanam. But still, in our capacity, Krishna has to get the best. Whatever we can, we have to offer. I'll stop here. Anyone has any questions or comments? Yeah. Second point is, if you happen to know, if you happen to have some knowledge of astrology, or if you happen to hear something is going to happen, you need not ignore it. Use it. Right. Prabhupada supported as well as not supported. More on the side of not supporting. Supporting in the sense, if you happen to know about it, don't actively seek. Don't actively seek after it. Don't actively learn and make your life dependent around astrology. But if you happen to know, why ignore? If you know that it's raining, you're seeing that it is raining outside, why not take an umbrella? You cannot be fool that you act as if it doesn't matter, I'll go. Right? That's the point. Yeah. Astrology 2-3 people, because now Kali Yuga nobody knows proper astrology. As that Vishal Prabhu, he was sold that neck piece. Correct. Right. Correct. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I remember something like that. He acted sometimes based on astrology, and sometimes he did not. If it was like, you know, on this day, very important meeting, negotiation supposed to happen. Oh, that day is not good for, but that's the only day possible. Forget your astrology, go ahead. Because service to Krishna more important than astrology. So, you have to understand what is practical, what is impractical, what is important in Krishna consciousness, not become sentimental. Yeah, service must go on. Krishna will take care, even if there are some so-called defects materially, unfavorable things. Krishna can kick out all these things, as he's saying. Krishna can kick out 100,000 Rahu planets. Hare Krishna. Grandharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.